Hello, my friends. Welcome to Spicy Cat Colors. It is Kathy. I am here, getting situated with my completed pages. If you are a new friend, I will have chapter links down below so you can skip around. Seasoned friends know I can be a bit chatty, so if that's not your thing, it's okay. You can just zip ahead to the pages. I will go through kind of a general overview of my month, go through my empties, and then I'm going to flip it this time and we are going to do my non-colored by number pages and then my colored by number pages. So that is what you are going to see as far as the chapters. We're going to get into chapters will be stats, non-colored by number, and colored by number. So let's dive right into, I always like to show you my tracking system. So I do have a journal I bought this year and I have been writing down every page I color and just keep going on. And the plan is to do this until it is full, which is going to be a lot of pages. So those of you seasoned friends know coloring is my stress reliever. If you watch my recent color and not color and chat, just Minivan Monday where I chatted, you kind of might understand why I have been hitting some pretty decent numbers, at least more than I had ever done last year. So at the start of the month, I had done 407 pages total for the year 2020. And by the end of June, I am at 479. So that makes me pretty happy. That is, I don't remember what I had last year. Wait, let me see. I think I wrote it. Let's just see, because I'm curious how far I am on track. So yeah, in 2021, I did 614 pages and I'm already at 479 for this year. So I'd say that's pretty good. Anyway, I've gone over this before. This is kind of how you have different color coding. Highlights all mean something. The color of the heart means something, but it's for me. And then I will just tell you what those details are. So my total pages for the, well here, we'll zip into the other the other real annual journal. This is my Johanna Basford planner, and I will zip to the back because that's kind of where I have the stats. So we have favorite pages. You don't get to see that because that's a video at the end of the year. Sorry, knocking stuff over. Instagram, I started at 849 followers, went to 912. I did 20 posts. This number is different again, and I've talked about it before, how there's like, I don't know why creepy guys think that they can slide into your DMs when you're posting coloring pictures. I don't get it, but I am so honored. Friends, wait till you see. I'm going to show you the screenshot. Look who private messaged me this month. I almost responded, but I didn't. So that is, again, why I don't get too hung up on follower numbers, subscriber numbers, because there are a lot of robots and crazy people, and I just track it because I'm weird that way. More important is how much I'm posting. That's what matters to me. And YouTube, I gained subscribers. Welcome if you're a new friend and you're watching this. We're up to 1434. It's still crazy to me. And I am still doing really crappy, but again, now you all know why. I only had 6 videos posted in the month of June. I finished a book, but I actually finished that in May. I will show you a flip through of that. I just haven't yet. Okay, let's get to my notes. Monthly coloring summary, and I already messed up and started writing it in July, but the nuts and bolts of June for me, 71 pages, 39 of them color by number, 32 non-color by number. I colored in a total of 32 different books. I did 7 PDFs. I used up 25 markers or pens and 7 washies. This I'm pretty impressed with. So I brought 8 new books, came into my house, and I colored in 8 uncolored books. Not the same ones, but one day I'm going to have colored more in uncolored than what I brought in. And I did 30 buddy colors for the month of June, so that makes me very happy. When it comes to my 10 books to touch. I did get one of them touched, so that was fun. And as I said, I touched 8 uncolored books in the month of June. Other than that, I just track what new books I received or gifted. And let's jump to the front where I track my 10 books to finish. I will be doing a quarterly update. I did those last year. I've done one so far this year, so I will do another one. But look at this. I have met my goal. I've actually colored more than 25, so I have to figure out how I want to. I think I'll still track it, but not count it towards my total pages. And so I reached my 25 pages in my big Disney books, and I did 25 in Jade Summer, and I'm only one away from doing 50 pages in Camellia Miniature books. You can see the glaring ones are still Hannah Lynn and Creative Haven, so last half of the year I need to kick those in gear. And interestingly enough, these were the 2 books I did not finish. I had a specific Hannah Lynn and a specific Creative Haven for 2021, and I did not finish them. Otherwise, the 5 books that I plan to finish, I am making good progress. So basically, of my 10 books to finish, I colored 39 pages in them, which brought me down. This, again, the numbers make me smile. I started out with a total of 375 pages on here, and I'm down to only doing 144. My goals, I had my theme this month was Dad, and Disney is what the spinner chose for me. And I hit all of my Coloropoly prompts, which were monochromatic, favorite animal, Disney, summer, and Darren's choice, which was ocean. I have that posted on my Instagram. And I'll talk about my July plans and goals when I do that plans video. Today we're just doing, yeah. So, okay, this is technically a book to show you, but first let's do the empties, because then I can get them out of the way. So here is the bucket o' empties. Kind of a nice little hodgepodge. So here were my 7 washi tapes. This one had quite a bit on, but these don't have a lot on, so I don't get super excited, but I use those on one of my, you'll see it in my Disney book. I have some 4 various alcohol markers from a set I have. These are some water-based, couple Crayola, couple, what were these, Tamaxis, a Spectrum Noir alcohol marker, Crayola glitter, a glitter gel pen. This is a metallic marker. This is like Jelly Roll glaze, but it's not Jelly Roll. And I honestly don't know that it's empty. I do know that this doesn't represent, it just could be stuck in there. But I could not get anything else to come through. So that one's gone. Used up a whole paint marker. I use these in my Disney books. What I want to know is, are these refillable? Has anyone been crafty enough to figure out if you can take this off and like just refill it with acrylic paint? My guess is no, because the consistency wouldn't be right. But I was just thinking, you know, it'd be so much easier than using a paintbrush if I, you know, had acrylic paint in a similar color. Anyway, that was just my little question. What else do we have? We have 4 Oh-Hoo-Hoos and 1 Spree and 6 Chow trees that have been used up. So I love to use things up. It's just the way I am. Let's give you a quickle. I'm going to make up my own words again. Excuse me while I move my cat toy. I'm going to show you these printouts because I think they're fun. I have mentioned before I am a supporter of Danny Buttons. I am a member of her Patreon group. We do bingo every month. I did not get Blackout. I actually did do a spooky, but I must have not printed it out, what I considered a spooky, but I didn't get a dinosaur or a colored pencil page done. So no Blackout for me, and that is okay. We did Tic-Tac-Toe Picnic, which was pretty fun because I had actually suggested it and she went with it. And I also did do a watermelon page, but I didn't get this updated. So I got Tic-Tac-Toe, just not all the board. I didn't get a kite or balloons. Here is the Happy Scavenger Hunt. And again, I'm missing my watermelon page. I just printed these ahead of the game. And I love doing that with Jessie, so I was happy about that. And then Fath, I did it. I interpreted it the way I did. I wanted to. So if you're not familiar, Fath Pam Art out here on YouTube and Instagram, she creates a bingo board for after the fact. So this is the July bingo board, but it was for June's pages. So you can't see it because I covered it up. I just like popped mine over, my pages over that fit. So I did not get blackout, but I did pretty darn good considering you have no clue what she's going to have out there. So rain, coin, whale, fireworks, and lighthouse. I did not have a page colored. Some of these I doubled up, and I'm okay with that. But there you go, Fath. I got a bingo. So check her out as well. It's fun. You, some of them, you know, like this was supposed to be train. And while it's not an actual train, but Jumbo, Mama Jumbo and Baby Jumbo are on the train. So I took it as that. Okay. That is all the paper stuff. Now let's get into the actual pages and we'll start with non-color by number. Okay, so let's dive in here. In my Johanna planner, I try to do the pages for the corresponding month. So, sorry, got to get up to June. Okay, here we go. And then you'll notice I also print out, these are all my buddy colors I put on the side here, just because I don't use the planner to write notes or anything. So here is my tree house, which I thought was also castle-like, so I use that as a castle for a prompt. And here it has a fox. So these I just use water-based markers, and I'm okay with that. This I used a limited color palette. Here I was going for the rainbow feel. June was Pride Month. I added a little bit of glitter. And this I went pastels for nice summer sun and my oceany seahorses. And here I just went some red, orange, and pinks. Kind of a unique color palette, but I just play in this book. So in July, looks like I have 1, 2, some like intense ones. 3, oh, there's an owl hiding there. 4. And then August actually starts on the 1st. So I have 4 pages to do, and these are kind of detailed, so I may try something different and do some techniques. We shall see. So those were my pages from the Johanna planner. Next, let's zip into my teeny tiny book, my mini Pusheen. I think I did 5 in here. So let's see if we'll get them in order or not. Here we go. I did this one. I colored it to be actually a father and daughter for Father's Day. I did that as my dad with me. Here I did this one for my dad also because he loved pizza. And not so much burgers, but he could make anything into a sandwich. So I thought this was a good one. And of course, it was the kickoff of summer. So I did Pusheen Summer. And this, I kind of made it, so I wanted to do this one again for my dad because he loved to fish. And he had a white beard. So Pusheen had a mustache. And then I thought, oh, but my dad, you know, had gray hair, white hair. So I tried to make it white. And now it looks like maybe Pusheen ate a s'more and the marshmallow got stuck on his face. But anyway, I know what it meant. And I did one more of the summary pages. So this is actually, it's like a 47-page book, but it's coming together pretty well. Then my theme again was Dad and then Disney. So I did not get color, oops, let's zoom out a little bit. I did not color in all of my Disney books. This is one of the Disney books, French books I had purchased. I'd shown in a recent haul. Several of these I bought at the Lyrica, however you want to say it, the French bookstore site. I'll have that linked down below with my referral code that can save you 10%, and then it earns me, I think, 10%. Is it 10 or 20? I honestly don't know. But anyway, this is like their simplest or large print type. I don't like that it says Disney Baby because anybody can color it. And I colored 2 pages in here. Now the paper was very weird. So I did Dory first, and I used water-based marker because it is double-sided. And it did shadow through, and it really did not, I don't know what the paper is. It didn't seem to like it very much. So over here, I did this page, and I just used crayon. And I think it worked better. So for this book, I will probably do crayon. I like the book because it gives you an example. But, yeah, very large. This is a very nice book, and they had a couple different themes. This is the animal one, but for someone that would enjoy large print coloring, highly would recommend this for that. Then I got into this book, which was a gift, and I did a buddy color in it. I was just so happy to finally get into Reptiloids. Not so thrilled with my page, but I will still show you. So here we have this one, and I was using a really dark colors, and then I tried to make it better with gold outlining, kind of like, you know, there's gold leafing on a book, and some white gel pen on the Reptiloid, but I don't know. Anyway, I did this as a buddy color with my friend Michelle Boxes of Hues. You'll see her page. All of my buddy color pages that I have copies of, I will be showing them to you. And I decided, inspired by my friend Johanna, Jojo Zahana, I am going to theme mine, and I can't remember, are you naming yours or you're coming up with a quote on yours? I've decided that this whole book is going to be employees at a company. Is it my company? I don't know. Some of them may be tongue-in-cheek, that person. So I have named this person, Reptiloid, Karen from HR. She is the killer of fun. She is keeping track of anyone that actually looks like they're enjoying themselves at work, because that is not something that she thinks should happen. So there you go. That is my plan, to assign every one of them a role at a company, whether it's my company, where I want to work, where I work. We'll see. Here we have a Creative Haven favorite hymns. Amazing Grace on the front. This is by Jessica Mazurkiewicz. Sorry. And this was one of my 10 books to touch for this year. And I did 2 pages in here. So with a Father's Day theme, I looked for the fatherly type. And I did this one, Faith of Our Fathers, and I did it in the tracing outline method. I needed to do a Erie page for Button Bingo, and I don't have any Erie books, and it's okay. I don't know that I want any. So when I need to do that, I usually do the tracing style that they have, or that Erie has. I think 2 of those. So I did that one, and then I just did this one in kind of some fun colors. This is My Father's World. I used purple for his birthstone, and I just like purple and yellow, and then the turquoise and the orange. I don't know, I think it kind of works. A little bit of glitter. I actually like water-based markers best on Creative Haven paper, at least these kind of books. I will use alcohol on rose windows, but that's a different vibe. But I find the line work is too thin that alcohol markers will bleed out, and as seasoned friends know, I don't do pencils, so that's what you get, water-based. Let's go into the Camellia section. Here we have Jungle Miniatures, and I am not participating in Nikki Anagra's trying to finish this book, but I sure am having fun helping other people doing buddy colors. So I did 4 pages in here. I did, and they were all buddy colors. So, oops, sorry, I had to move my little thing. Here is, hold on, I need to rearrange. Okay, let's see if this works a little bit better. So here we have the lovely, I don't know if they're chameleons or lizards. I thought they were very fun. It was my parents' anniversary month, so I kind of did them Not that any way they represent, other than I thought they were two people in love. And this was a buddy color with my friend Jeannie. And her page is lovely. And then, oops, I was trying to stay in order. Here we go. Jeannie and I did two pages from here, and this is the other one, which I absolutely love. Jeannie's page is also nice. I made mine as a date night anniversary. I put happy 56th wedding anniversary in heaven, Mom and Dad. Thought this would be the kind of thing. Well, no, they did totally like random things. They'd go to Subway and get a bottle of wine and go to a hotel at a casino. Would be their pretty much normal anniversary, but I just tried to do something different with the darker colors and make it seem like nighttime. So thank you, Jeannie, for doing those with me. And then I did this page. I've been wanting to do the sloth page since I got the book. And I was so happy. Heidi, Mayer's Heidi, or are you Myers Heidi? I'm sorry if I said that wrong. She and I did this page together, and I was not sure. I'm going to show you a quick, if I have it, what it looked like before I did all the detailing. And I don't know if it makes it better or worse, but basically I went in and outlined everything with Jelly Roll Moonlight or white, added some glitter. Yeah, I kind of was I don't know what I was thinking with these colors, but it's different and it's nice. Heidi's page is, I like hers a lot. I think hers is a lot better than mine, but it's done. It's still fun. So I enjoyed that. And this was, so funny story. This was also a buddy color with Heidi, but I did the wrong page. She went back and did her page, or this page, when she saw that I had done the wrong one. So I'm going to show you that as our buddy color. But I did not look close enough because the page I was supposed to do, to me it looks very similar, was this one, right? Is this the right one? I don't know. They just, when I was looking at the small little snippet, I thought that was the page. But it wasn't. Yeah, that had to be the page, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I will show you Heidi's correct page, and then I'm like, yeah, I did the wrong one. But still, a page done makes me happy. Then I was very happy. I got into 50s Farmer miniatures. I did 3 pages in here, all buddy colors. This is the first one. And it was a buddy color with the beautiful Jamie's Coloring Love. Now I have a story here. First, look at Jamie's beautiful page. So she was very busy this month with buddy colors, so I was very happy and grateful she had time to color with me. So this is what all I could think of as I'm coloring this. So again, I'm thinking of my parents, and I'm like, oh look, here's little Carefree Carol. And Carefree Carol is a woman of a certain age, and she was having a bit of a warm spell. So she walked out of the house and went skinny dipping in the pond. And then she stopped by the swing to cool off further. And then look who comes along. Dapper Donald, who's like, hey, baby, let me push you on that swing. You're hot stuff. Little Peppers here. Is it just odd to me? Why does he get to have pants and she's naked? Except for the bow on her head. That was the only reason I could think of. She was skinny dipping, trying to cool off, and he just stumbled upon her. But at least his eyes are looking at the right spot. Her eyes are up there. Good job, Donald. That's my little story behind that page. If you're a new friend, you get stories. Sorry, if you don't like that, you're not going to like my channel. Okay. Then I did this page of are these geese? I think these are geese, or are they ducks? I'm not sure, but I did this with the beautiful Alexandra. She is Spooky Colorist on Instagram and YouTube. And again, I was, thinking of my parents while I did it. My mom's favorite color is blue. I don't think my dad had a favorite color, but his work uniform was green, so he got to be green. And just my normal standard, I basically straight color, do a little bit of outline, not really shading. And then this was the first page I did, and I love how it turned out. I love Alexandra's too. This was a double. We did 2 pages out of here. So I live in Minnesota. There's a cornfield literally across the street from me. I live in town, and there is still a cornfield across the street from me growing right now. And there is, I didn't get to take a picture. I was in 2 different areas. In one of the towns, they have like a corncob water tower, and the other town was just a statue. Anyway, corn, it's a thing around here. And I just thought this was so fun to do. So of course I made the corn yellow, and then I like yellow and purple, and I always forget until I'm done. It's like, oh, it's Minnesota Vikings colors. Not that I intended that. I just thought it was really, really fun. And then this is something I do sometimes when I don't want to be bothered with a background. I take the markers of the colors I used and I just dot it like crazy. Whether it's confetti, or we'll say it's super hot and the corn's starting to pop. It is whatever it is. It's just because I'm lazy when it comes to backgrounds. But I actually really like my corncob house. I thought that was fun. And the last from my Camellia collection, I did 50 stylish mandalas, and I did 2 pages in here, both as buddy colors, with the lovely Desiree. She's Desiree6102 on Instagram, and you can see her page. Here I was going for a very specific neutral. These are neutral tones to me. I don't know if they are to you, but they're neutral tones. So this is kind of what I did. I just jotted down what I liked, and then I numbered the order, and I just started from the inside out and just kept repeating the same 5 colors. That's one of the easiest ways I find to do mandalas. And then this page with the butterflies, also a buddy color with Desiree. And again, I was feeling the Pride Month rainbow theme, and lots of glitter. See the shine, see the shine. So those are my Camellia pages. Next, it's time for Chibi, which it's Cute Chibi Summer hashtag, if you did not know. So in Country Chibi Coloring Book by Alexandra Francis, I did 2 pages. I did this one just for fun. Well, actually, I needed to do watermelon for a prompt. So I did the watermelon girl. I added, you can kind of see it, I used Jelly Roll Glaze for the seeds and around her eyes. And then I used some stickles on the butterfly wings and this froofy part of her dress. And I just did a really light crayon fill-in background. And I did this page, which is the one I wanted to do. I wanted to do this in May too. So this it was a buddy color with the lovely zombie girl. And she's probably like, why did you want to pick this? I said, I really want to do this page. And she didn't ask why. Well, here's the why. I don't have her page as I'm filming, but if I get it before I edit, I will be showing you her page. So my parents were square dancers, and my grandfather was a square dance caller. So I grew up with can-cans and petty pants in my day-to-day life. So this page just reminded me of my parents and my grandparents. Season friends, I recently lost my grandmother, and both my parents are gone, so I just really felt drawn to this page. I didn't know how to color it, so I went with the marker and crayon method, and I think it works. It's different. I have the pixelated version. When the book was first released, it was pixelated, and it has since been fixed, and you can't really tell when it's done. I do have to, I notice it, and I try and clean some stuff up, but as far as the edges, otherwise, I think it looks pretty good. So the next chibi book I have was a gift, and I finally got to color a page. I was so happy. I did a buddy color, and we did the first page. I tried to emulate the cover, inspired by, not a copy. So this was a buddy color with the beautiful Tiffany, who is Disney Mama 34, and I really like my girl. I like how I was trying to do the twilight and a little bit of blending, ombre. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with her from Chibi Girls coloring book by Larisa May. Then I got another page done in my Chibi Girls 2 books in 1. This is a book I will finish someday. I don't think I'm ever going to put it on like my 10 books to finish though. I'm just going to let it organically happen. I very much enjoy doing these as buddy colors, which is what this page was. I did the photographer girl with my friend Kathy, the colorful colorist. She is one of the first coloring friends I made out here in the coloring community and has always been amazing. And we both kind of laughed because this was not our favorite page, but we were both glad to get it done. I told her I was coloring, I kept getting stuck. I'm like, why is she holding the tripod but it's not attached? And then it's all this other stuff. And I said, I just don't get it. I said, but if it were me, first of all, if I'm kneeling on a rock, my knee, which has no cartilage, is really going to be hurting. And I'm going to need to use that like as a cane to stand up. But how am I holding this camera steady to take a picture when I have like birds ready to peck my eyes out? I don't know. Does anybody else see a lot into their pages, or is it just me? Might be just me. Okay, one more book of non-color by numbers, and this is my project book with the lovely Tammy Colors 2. We are completing this book, Floating Mandalas, Volume 2 by Tabitha Barnett, and it was my month to pick the themes, so here we go. We did 4 pages this month, and I did this page. Well, we both did this page, and it was a random marker pull. When we do our randoms, we say pick 6 to 8 markers, and then you can edit out if you want to. I did not edit out. I will show you the markers that I picked, and I used them all. I had a lot of grays, which made me nervous, but they actually worked kind of well for some of the smaller parts. And I just used white gel pen, a little bit of glitter. Then this was our second one that we did, and I sent a color palette, which mine does not look at all like the color palette. I went way too green with my tones instead of blues, and I love Tammy's so much better because, yeah, I just went the wrong shade. But I just kind of worked out towards the lighter. And for this one, I said rainbow theme for Pride Month, and it is all, my page is all glitter gel pen with a little bit of white accent. You probably can't even see it because it's so glittery, but I like it. It's very fun. And the last one we did, I gave the inspiration of lilacs, which is one of my favorite spring type flowers, and I turned this one into my June chapter 6. I usually try to do one as a monthly theme, where I then go in and write the birthstones, the astrological signs, the flowers, any special days. And I like this. I used some, it's not stickles, it's kind of got more texture on little spots here with my white gel pen for accents. But Tammy's page, all of hers are beautiful. We always joke we like the other person's better, but these were our pages out of our project book. So I'm going to regroup and we will go into the color by number section. Okay, let's dive into the colored by number pages, which I have more than usual this month. And so first off, I have, I've talked about this before, Sun Life Drawing. You can email or fill out a form on their website and join their review team. I did not print it out, but I will try and put it in the link below. And what they will do is before they release a new book, a few days before they release it on Amazon, they send you the PDF. See, it says PDF review copy, and they ask you to color some pages, and then as soon as it's live on Amazon, post a review. And I have been loving doing this. So this is not the newest release, but it is a newer release from them. It is summer. This is one of those that is a Kira Shershniva book that had been the Color by Colors line, and it has been changed into Color by Numbers, which I personally prefer because it gives me more flexibility with my marker sets. I can, you know, pick 3 blues instead of matching them exactly. Anyway, so let me show you the pages I did. All of these, I just used water-based markers and a little bit of glitter, maybe. You can see. So with the water-based, it is a bit streaky. I printed this just on regular copy paper, and I think it works absolutely fine. I've done the copy paper with alcohol markers as well, which also works. So if you do sign up to be on the review team, you do obviously need to be able to print and able to help them. Sorry, I don't know what I just tried to say there. This page I absolutely love. This is the citrus slices. And here is a nice sunny beach scene with palm trees. I love how they have the sky in purple and the clouds in blue and pink. I am a sunflower girl. This is actually the cover image, but you can see what I mean by when you use your own markers, sometimes the tones are a little different, which is okay. And here's another sailboat, the big old sun in the background. This I just thought was fun. I don't know why. I just thought it was fun. Wasn't sure what, I mean, I followed the color key. I'm not sure. This seems like a hill, and these are mountains, but I don't know what the pink hill is. Maybe it's a hill of flowers or something. I just thought the cow was cool. And of course, some pretty butterflies. So I had a lot of fun. I did a lot of pages from that. And if you go buy that book, you will see my review down there with those pages listed. Here is one of my bonus books to finish that I don't have technically on my list, but it had 12 pages. And this month I did the whale. So I've showed this before. You pull out the sheet. These are all the stickers numbered and shows you what the image is on the back. And here's my page. They don't fit 100%, but that could be me. And this was just very appropriate for me. And then it gives you like a little mind relaxation exercise, and it was to use this to reflect on the scale of your problems in the greater scheme of things. So this just seemed appropriate for my current life. And next, this is a newer book from Prachi Dewan Sachdeva. I have fallen in love with the ceramic tiles, and the desserts book fell right into my cart. And I think I just did the one at the back. And I did the marker and crayon method, which I do really like because a lot of times I don't want to use my alcohol markers all the time because they really will go out quickly when you're doing this type of a book because it's a limited color palette. So, and I do like the look of this. I know there are several other creators and colorists out there that I see do this style, and I like it. Then I just added a little bit of glitter. So just did one page. Here's another newer book for me. It's not a new release by any means. It is Cow Lovers Black Background, and it was recently released as a black background. And I did this one, and I think it looks fun. I did it because it reminded me of my dad, very stoic looking and manly. And yeah, I love the black background. When they do it on these older versions, it just makes sense when it's a framed in image. I don't necessarily like it when they do it with more of their patterny open spaces, but this was fun. Cow Lovers. I did a couple pages in Summer Color Questopia. This is a white background book that I got in a swap with a friend. And I did this page of the fishing father and son. Again, I said my dad liked to fish, so this page made me think of him. And then I also did this one of the beach. I definitely didn't have a tan and I went with kind of an orange sand, but you know what? It's okay. It's my coloring book. And I used some metallic markers to fill in the lines. And now here's the big one. I did 5 pages in the Kawaii black background color Crystopia, and these are all buddy colors with my friend Judith. It was her birthday month, so she picked out 5 pages she wanted to do from here as buddy colors, and I was happy to do so. So you will see Judith's pages popping up on the left. So we did the lovely, it's not just fast food, but it was fun. It's got some candy. This was a pretty fun page. Well, they're all fun. And then we moved into the unicorn cupcakes. Now I changed the colors quite a bit on mine. There was a lot of peach, and I just don't care for peach as a color that much, or even the fruit. So I changed out. What was peach, meant to be peach, was a different shade of pink on mine. Added glitter accent. This is the type where I don't like, I think they could improve when they convert this style to a black background, because there's always this shadowing, and a lot of times you lose detail, like if it's antenna on a butterfly or an insect. This one, not so much detail is missed, but it just doesn't look right in some of the areas. So I wish they would just take the time and kind of clean it up if they're going to make it a black background. But that's just me. And then we did this one, which I call the ice cream yumminess. All different kinds of ice cream, which I can't eat because it makes my stomach hurt. And the lollipop or cake pop page. This is super cute. They're all so happy. All of these are really adorable pages. But here's another one. You can see what, I think you can see what I mean. You know, things are just drastically cut off. But it's not going to stop me from coloring in here. And this one, look at our lovely happy kawaii animals in their little donuts. I wonder if it's like donut bumper cars or something. Anyway, thank you, Judith, for doing these pages with me. I am so happy and have several pages done in there now. And then this was a lovely surprise gift that showed up for me in the mailbox, and it is Color Quest Amazing Animals, and I could not wait to dive in, and I did. So I did the owl page, and I just used all water-based markers, and I think they worked pretty well. Obviously, they're streaking. You can see some of the numbers. Sometimes it bothers me, sometimes it doesn't. I still really like this, and I will probably use the water-based just because depending on the shape, even water-based, it's hard to keep a crisp edge. But a very, very nice book. I'm very grateful for that as a gift. Here's a biggie. Might have to zoom out a little bit. I was very excited to work in Quirkle's cats again. I think I've only colored 3 in here. And I did one as a buddy color. I'm probably just going to keep this sideways. Maybe I'll turn it this way. So this, let's turn it this way. This was a buddy color with my friend Janine. And she is Color Craft Repeat. And I love it. So Quirkles, you pick your colors. So it's kind of a color by number. But basically you pick 5 colors and go from 5 is your lightest shade to 1 is your darkest. So here I'm just going to show you. This is one version I did in grays. Here's the other one I did in like pinks and reds. And then this time I decided to go the, again, Pride Rainbow. So completely different colors, but it actually worked. I was worried it wasn't going to work. Let me show you Judith's page. Hers came out wonderful. She was so nervous because she had not done one of these before. So I told her, I said, let's pick the last page, because then if we don't like it, it's at the very end and we don't have to see it. But I think our pages turned out great. I made a mistake because my intention was to do the eyes blue. And Janine says she made a mistake. I can't see it. You can see mine though, because I wasn't paying attention, and my 5 was the yellow, and I got part of the eye here yellow, and I'm like, oh crap, that's supposed to be the eye, because you really can't tell what's eye and what's face when you're looking at it. So of course, then I tried to make a blue, and guess what? Yellow and blue make green. So I have a very unique special kitty that has 2 different colored eyes. But I think it really worked. And my green, it's really this dark green, so it almost comes across as black. But this was my green, so that kind of gives the pop of the rainbow. But anyway, thank you, Janine. That was a blast. Now the rest are all Disney color by number. So Disney was my picker wheel, my spinner prompt for the month of June, and I truly wanted to get into all of my Disney books, and that didn't happen, but I made a really, really good effort. So Disney Love Stories, this is one of my 10 books to finish. I am just working on this from the back forward, since I'm planning to finish the whole book. And this isn't my favorite of the Pixel books. I think they're over pixelated, but I guess when they're done and on camera, they don't look the worst. And here's where I use washi. I use washi on these borders just to clean it up mostly. And yeah, so we have Rapunzel and Flynn, and I change up colors all the time because they go crazy with the shading. And to me, with already the over pixelization and all the shading in the faces, it can be a bit much. So I've changed it up. Here we have Bambi and Feline. Didn't probably get my colors perfect, but seriously, I needed that many different browns because they didn't share any colors. And over here we have Lady and Tramp. And here we have Rochelle and Dusty from Planes. Now, Planes is one of those Disney movies I don't see a lot around. So this was pretty fun, but it was very, very weird. I couldn't quite figure out Dusty's shape here with these colors, but it is. And then over here we have Carl and Ellie. And then this will be the next one. So I'm making excellent progress in this book. Oh, I forgot to mark them down, but yeah, I'm doing a really good job. This is another French Disney book. That one was as well. This is Villains Colorage Magiques. So you saw the one earlier with the Dory and Iago, the non-color by number one. So that they qualify as baby, which I don't like. This is more, I think, still aimed towards children, as opposed to the larger books we'll get to in a moment. But I still like it. They are double-sided, and I did these two in water-based markers. I added strips of washi on the bottom, mostly just to color up the color code because I do my own thing a lot. But here you go. Got Cruella and Ursula side by side. And yeah, I like them. These have, I don't remember how many pages, but I like it. And they're Hatchet Heroes. So this one I've showed before. I have done pages. I think in April I did some pages out of the Encanto. And I did 2 this month. Again, I was thinking fathers and anniversary. So I did the parents, Giulietta and Augustine. And again, I switched it out so the backgrounds were the same. I did water-based outline and then crayon. Still trying to figure it out. I did water-based here, and this one just full marker, but the streaks really drive me nuts. So this was a change. I mean, crayon has its own, people love or hate it. I don't mind seeing the white through it, but 2 pages done. Now we're into the big books, and I think just about all of the, well, there's buddy colors in most of these. So first up is the Cats book, Cats and Felines, and this was a buddy color with my friend Dory, and we did this one, Cheshire Cat, And I have decided I like this method a lot. If I have I don't have a huge set of acrylic paint markers, but if I have the right colors, I like doing the main image in the acrylic paint and then background marker. Here I did do some, I used paint on the trees and the branch. And a little bit down here, my brown marker came out to be the same color, but I'll show you Dory's page as well, which was wonderful. It's very difficult to color match exactly. So anytime, I think in the end, you know, it's a little neon-y pink, but I love it. Then I got to color in Les Grands Classiques, Tome 1, and this page right here, Lady and the Tramp. Zip it up a little bit. This was a buddy color with my friend Tammy. Tammy colors too. Let's see if I can get our side by side. This one, I didn't have enough browns and grays in paint marker, so I just did the black outline in the paint marker, and then I used marker for the rest of it. I did use some white paint marker as well, but very fun. We're almost getting done. I don't even know how long we are. Typically I go long. So then I did 2 pages in Disney Babies, and I did these 2. These were just on my own. They weren't buddy colors. So I really wanted to do Jumbo and Dumbo last month for my mom for Mother's Day. It's one of my favorite movies. And then I really enjoy doing the double page spread when I'm working in these, because I just like the look of having both pages finished. So I got to do a Mickey, Morty, and Ferdy. And I can't remember which is which of the nephews, but this was another tricky one with colors. I don't think they even had her as gray, and I did him more blue. Anyway, I like it. It's done. That's always what we need, right? Okay, 3 more books. Excuse me. So in Disney Babies Circles, I did 2 pages, I think. Yes, and I happened to do another side-by-side, and they were both buddy colors. So first, let's look at this one. I did Baby Minnie, and I totally changed her color to purple because I had purple paint markers. More purple shades than I did pink. It was supposed to be pink, but I did a buddy color with the lovely Rachel, Mini Rachie, here on YouTube and Instagram, and we just said to do any Minnie Mouse picture. And you can see the page she chose, which is adorable. And then this is a buddy color on the left here with my friend Ren Kelly. We do a random number generator, and I have another one here, but this one was, the number generator was 77. And since I was doing this one, and I'm like, oh look, it's a 77. So I started doing it, and then she sent me her 77. She did the exact same page, which was a total fluke, but it's really fun because I love showing how Ren and I do our pages. I do mine, like I said, primarily with paint marker, and she does hers with Prismacolors. So you can see the different effects. She can do some amazing shading with those pencils, whereas I'm a little bit more limited with my paint or my markers, but I still think they are both absolutely lovely. Next, well, books are falling finally. We have Bestiaire, I believe, and let me find them. I did this double page. So first off, on the left, this was my other buddy color with Ren, and our page number was 55. And I did this for, it was actually the May month for Pixie's Disney prom. She had picked Bambi, and I didn't get this one done in time, or any Bambi page. And so I kind of did it as a month late, but Bambi was also one of my mother's favorite movies. So, and you can see Ren's page 55 we did not pick the same one, but we both ended up with the Bambi, which is pretty funny. And then because I had it open and I was enjoying Bambi so much, I did this one of Flower. And I was trying to use my white paint marker, which is just not very opaque, but it's still lovely. And then we are at the very last book of my 71 pages this month. I have 2 pages in here. This is from Girl Power, and Zoe's climbing over my arm, so she may jump in here. But I did a buddy color. I'm going to show you this one first with the lovely Megan at Disney Meg's Coloring. She does an alphabet challenge every month, and her letter for June was M. So I said, let's do a Disney M movie, and we picked Moana. And we both have Disney books, so it's just sometimes easier to just pick the movie and then see what we come up with. So you can see the page she did. So this was pretty fun. This was a little tricky. I did, her hair is paint, lips are paint, the flower garland is paint, and her dress. But then her skin tones are marker, and I added in the black lines. I'm going to show you the answer key quick, so if you don't want to see that. So on the answer key, they have like a darker brown. They still have some lines, but I did it different, and I took out some of the shading. So I just went in with my black marker. You can see they don't have the outline around her wreath on her head, and I added it. So that is something I know a lot of the books have the black outlines, a lot of them don't. You can do whatever you want with your book. If you love the black outline, I just find it kind of finishes it for me. You can still add it in. It's very easy to do so. Or you can omit it completely if you don't like it. So just keep that in mind. And then I did, because it happened to also be Moana, I did this page on the other side, and I love it. I was not sure. I did make a mistake up here and had my white paint pen goobered, and then I decided to do the clouds I did in white and silver, but then the sky was supposed to all be blue. And I tried something, and I think it turned out. Sometimes when you try things, it's like a happy accident. So I used my Tombos, which are water-based, and they're meant to also be used as like water paint. So I had here's exactly what I had. I had this jar, which has this plastic top. I took my marker and scribbled on here with the color blue. And then I took the Tombow water-based, no color blender, and picked up some of the color and kind of flicked it across. And I did that for the whole sky. It took a while, but isn't it the coolest effect? It actually makes me want to think these are more like snow-capped mountains instead of clouds, because it looks like there's clouds in there. So that was my little happy accident. And now if you look side by side, you can really see the difference. So here I just used regular blue marker for sky, but doing it this way adds so much texture, and like I said, it's a thing. I'm in love with it. I love it. So there you go, friends. I'll just leave my Moana girls out and tell you thank you for stopping by. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Season friends, I don't take any of you for granted. I appreciate each and every view and comment and thumbs up. It makes a difference in my world. It probably makes a difference for my channel, but I am not a professional creator, YouTuber, anything. I'm just a girl here who sits and likes to color to relieve stress. And there's a lot of stress in my life, so coloring and the friends I've made out in the community really do help me immensely. So thank you, each and every one of you. I'm so glad you shared a part of your day with me, part of your time with me, and I hope you enjoyed it. Do you have a favorite picture? I had so much fun doing the Disney ones. These Disney books take a little bit longer, but they were a lot of fun. And I'm even more excited when you watch my plans video and you see what my picker wheel came up with for July. So that will be coming soon. I have a haul to post, and as I mentioned, I have that completed book video. So hopefully in the next few weeks there'll be a few things from me. And yeah, take care of yourselves, friends. It is like hot in my world, and I don't do well in heat, so there's that. I'm probably the only person in the world that does not like summer. I'm not a summer person. I don't like being hot. I don't like the bugs. The grass and weeds and pollen affect my allergies. No, I don't like it. So I'm a stay inside girl. I would pick snow and ice any day over what we've been having. Zoe, are you going to come in and say hi? You want to say hi to the friends? Oh, you're just going to sit on me. You can't see her, but she's trying to maybe... Are you going to join us? Oh, I can't get a good shot. She's just sitting on me. Ugh, Zoe, please. There. Okay, friends, I got to go give Zoe some loving. I will be in touch with all of you soon. Please take care of yourselves, whatever you're facing right now. It can seem like a lot, and it probably is a lot. Just keep pushing through, because there will be an end. This too will pass. And there will be brighter days ahead for you and for me. And I'm pretty sure those are lyrics to a song, but I can't think of it. So I love you, friends. I will see you again soon. Bye.